Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, how Taylor Swift may be killing people.
Also, Demon Hunter is suing K-pop demon hunters.
All that and more on the way next. Netflix is casting for a new dating show.
Oh?
Where it focuses on dating after major weight loss.
Okay.
8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. They call it Wait to Date. But like weight.
Wait, as in.
Like your body weight.
Yes, as in a weight of carrying weight or something.
So what they are looking for is people that are single that have recently
had a glow up.
That basically recently started taking Ozempic
yes.
and have lost a significant amount of weight. And so what their, I guess, experience is like, it seems that this is less of like a Love is Blind where it's like a dating show.
Yeah.
And more of, I guess, more like Love on the Spectrum where it's like a documentary kind
about
of following your
people.
Experience.
That feels very like 90 Day Fiance, you know, which is also similar to like Love on the Spectrum where it follows certain like storylines of people's lives. So yeah, I think this is interesting. I don't think I would watch it necessarily, but yeah, I mean, we've seen people talk about how when they get on Ozempic, we talked about one of the side effects is your ex will reach out to you or whatever, being like, you look real good now or whatever. So I feel like that's kind of leaning into this.
I'm curious what kind of information could be presented in this that isn't kind of like are they going to show us something that's not, oh, you lost weight and now you're hotter and more people want to date you.
It's going to be pretty condescending.
Is there going to be anybody in the show that's like, actually, I've really struggled?
Yes.
Are they going to like really have to work to find somebody like that? Or are they going to be manufacturing, are the people, is it going to seem like they're coming up with reasons why it's still hard?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I guess the most realistic thing is they're like, I thought it would make dating way better now that I'm skinny, and it only made it a little better.
Yeah. I think that's because that's the case. Like, just because you're, like a few pounds lighter, it doesn't mean that dating suddenly becomes easy.
It'll make getting first dates easier.
Sure.
Potentially, but if you have good pictures, probably.
Yeah, like on a dating app.
And other than that, but like once you're a couple dates in, like everything else kind of still goes the same, I feel.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I don't know what this show is going to present. I do feel that I love Mrs. Hudson. I wish I was still single. So that not so I could go on this show.
Okay.
But just so that I could be single whenever Netflix is casting for my specific scenario.
Yes.
So that I could cash in.
What would that be? What do you think that would be?
Dating Canadian, dating
dating
Love
radio
is Blind,
DJ.
but when you're actually blind. Yeah, dating a DJ.
Dating people that work in radio.
There's a lot of I don't know. Yeah, I just wait around until finally Netflix is like, we haven't exploited this single kind of person yet.
So we got to figure out a way to do a game show or a TV show with them.
Yeah, and then it'll be like, finally. And I can get a little Instagram following.
Yeah.
And, finally my ship will come in.
Yeah.
And that'd be a better career than having a stable morning show job.
Right. I really thought we had moved on from this type of show, though. Like, we had Biggest Loser for the longest time.
Yeah.
I thought that show was ridiculous. So I'm surprised that we're doing another weight-based show again.
Yeah, I'm sure that this is going. I guess maybe I'm being charitable, but I'm assuming this is going to be more like Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah,
where it's kind of
getting to know the people.
Yeah, and trying to have some heart to it, and that is done very tastefully and whatever. But that, like, I feel like people understand the conflict of it, of why that would be difficult, and I don't think people are really gonna gravitate to why it would be difficult to date after losing weight.
Yeah.
They should do the opposite, honestly.
I'm
sure they will one day.
That would be interesting. But I don't know if I would watch that.
But I guess that's a TLC show probably already.
Yeah, like My 600-Pound Life.
Exactly. So And then what if people started gaining weight just to get on the show?
Oh, I think there are accusations of that with Biggest Loser.
I feel like we could even open up the RadioU hotline for this.
877-2-RADIO-U.
If you could delete 2 pro sports teams going forward, starting today, going forward for the rest of history, which 2 teams would you choose?
Wow. Oh, I think I know at least one.
God has granted you the power to remove sports teams from existence. Their history still exists, I think, but going forward, they cease to exist.
Dang.
Allie, who would you pick? All 4 sports, major pro sports.
Yeah, obviously this is not a pro team, but some people might be thinking, oh, she would delete Michigan. No, because that would be like deleting the Joker from the Batman universe, and that's just a bad idea. But I think I could easily delete the Yankees. I could easily be like, nope. No more. Even though it's nice to have the villain.
Yeah.
It's good to have a villain. It's nice to have somebody to cheer against, to see and want their downfall. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a lot. People might be thinking it's easier to choose the villain team, but I think it'd actually be better just to delete the team that you don't care about and the team that's just like bad or whatever.
Yes.
So I would choose.
They're taking up space.
Yeah. I would choose I don't know, the Rockies or something, a team that I just don't care about, that just doesn't do well, something like that.
I'm not like you. I could not delete the Yankees.
I mean, it'd be like me deleting Michigan as a Red Sox fan.
And particularly as a Red Sox fan, but I'm telling you, in baseball, if the Yankees get eliminated, if the Yankees and Red Sox are both eliminated from the playoffs, my interest goes drastically down.
Yeah.
But the Yankees are still around, even if the Red Sox are out.
So you have somebody to cheer against.
Yeah, I'm going to watch and cheer for whoever they're playing against.
Yeah.
So I think it's fun, even though I hate it, of course.
Yes.
So I couldn't delete any rival, any team I hate.
Yeah.
But I understand a lot of people that would.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it makes sense to me, but I feel that I'm more benevolent.
Okay.
In my choices. I'm looking at what people are sending in. Like Regina said, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears.
Oh, I could probably agree with the Chiefs. They're kind of annoying to me.
I hate the Bears, especially right now.
Yeah, but they're a rival. So would you want to delete the rivalry?
I definitely wouldn't choose them. Yeah. Because another thing about it is if I feel that the team has a lot of actual sincere fans.
Yeah.
I don't want to, like I said, I think I'm benevolent.
Yes.
So I don't think the Bears definitely have a lot of fans.
Oh, yeah.
I feel for them.
Yeah.
It's a difficult life to live, but
they're about to lose their field, their iconic Soldier Field,
their team's
which is
moving
ridiculous.
Out of state.
Yeah.
But they stick around, so I couldn't do that to the Bears.
Yeah.
And it is fun to have a little brother to kind of pick on most of the time,
Yeah.
Chad says the Lakers and the Titans.
Whoa.
And he said, does Tom Brady count as a team? Because any team he's on.
Yes.
So I feel like that's a mix of both for Chad, where the Lakers are he probably hates, he didn't say, but the Lakers are, the Yankees or the Michigan in his case of the NBA.
Yep.
Where the Titans are the team that that feel like
irrelevant.
Space.
Yeah.
The Titans might be my answer.
Yeah. Because
while I do know one individual that is a Titans fan, and I don't understand it because he's not even from Tennessee or anything, I would delete the Titans for the purpose of then the Houston Texans could become the Houston Oilers again, and they should be the Oilers.
Yeah.
And I think because the Oilers have elite jerseys.
Yes.
The Titans wear them sometimes, but that's not right because they're in Tennessee. So there's no oil in Tennessee, is there?
I don't know. I know there's oil in Texas.
Yeah.
So Texas tea. So yeah.
So that's why I would go with the Titans. And the other team that instantly comes to mind, if I had to do NFL, the Arizona Cardinals, because I just feel like who cares about them?
Sure.
But I also don't think the NFL is the first place I would go with this. Because I don't think there's too many teams.
Yeah.
I would go NBA.
Who would you delete?
I would take away the Nets. Who would care if the Nets
it's so true. Yeah, no one cares about the Nets. Their own fans cheer for the other team when they come into town.
So the Nets are a good choice. But then I'm like, do I even care about the NBA enough to care if there's two less teams?
Yeah.
So then I thought baseball. There's too many teams in baseball.
I mean, that has the exact same amount of teams as the NFL, right?
So maybe there's 30. And,
okay. How many teams does the NFL have?
But the season is so long. There's just always teams that are taking up space because they're playing games that don't matter.
Yeah, the Nationals, the Rockies.
So the Nationals, I mean, they've won World Series.
Yeah, that's true. But they also they were not where they are. Like they were a franchise that was different.
Yeah.
So.
But I would get rid of I don't know. I think Nets and Titans is a good answer.
I would agree with Nets.
I think there's too many teams in baseball, but I don't know who to delete.
I seriously think
the Rays are good, so it's not like they take up space.
No, not the Rays. I love the Rays. The Devil Rays, come on, leave those alone. But the Rockies, I could live in Major League Baseball without the Rockies. Because it's also like a terrible place to play as another team.
But they've had history. They've got good fans. Their ballpark is great.
Yeah, but it's also a terrible place to play.
I think it's a fun place.
If you've talked with any pitchers, they'll be like, "I hate playing for Colorado."
Yeah, but I like to see home runs. So you're talking if you could delete two pro sports teams, which would they be if you just had the power to stop them from existing starting today?
Just bippity boppity boo, and they're gone.
Yeah, we heard from Trevor. He only picked one. The Dallas Cowboys. Specifically, so Nene wouldn't be crazy about them anymore.
Oh.
What would Nene do?
I don't know. His personality would be totally different.
Yeah. Would he just... I just think he would adopt another team. I mean, he loves the Cowboys.
But he also does, because Lecrae has been associated with the Texans.
Yep, and that's Texas too.
I feel like he could definitely easily become a Texans fan if the Cowboys were just gone.
And then imagine if I had my wish and the Titans were deleted so that the Texans could be the Oilers, but then they wouldn't wear black and Nene wants them to wear black. So. And
then you both were Texans fans? Or no, you would still be Packers.
I mean, I'd keep the Packers, but the Oilers, I might get an Oilers hat or something because that's pretty slick.
Yeah.
Chad says, he had said the Lakers and Titans, he said he was deleting the Titans because he's a Jaguars fan. So I guess the Jaguars and Titans are rivals.
I didn't know this.
Nah, they're in the same division.
Okay.
But I didn't really realize that was that they were the nemesis.
Rivalry, yeah.
I'll tell you what, Chad, I like the Jaguars. I seriously considered them, but then I thought of you. And I actually do know a couple other people, surprisingly, that are Jaguars fans.
Uh-huh.
Which seems against the odds.
Yeah.
That I know multiple Jaguars fans.
I know at least a few as well.
But I know fewer Titans fans. And I also feel like the Titans are typically less relevant. But then Regina said, not my Titans. I lived in Tennessee for 12 years.
Oh, no.
So we can't get rid of them.
We can't get rid of them. That's the thing it's just once you announce this is a team we're getting rid of, people come out of the woodwork and I love that team.
Unless it's the Nets.
Yeah.
The Nets.
I think the Nets are the safe choice here.
They are a safe choice.
If we only have to pick one, I know you said two, but if we can only pick one, let's go Nets.
The Nets, and what about the Pelicans? What do you think about the Pelicans?
Yeah, they also feel like they don't have that many great fans, but that just might be because of ownership doing really dumb things with the franchise.
Yeah, but the
Nets franchise has at least tried. They've actually, they tried to put together a really good squad. And that whole experiment fell apart.
Yeah, they did go through a brief period of trying. I was also thinking, I didn't even touch the NHL. I think there are too many teams in the NHL.
Who would you get rid of in the NHL? Probably the Kraken.
I was thinking the Kraken too.
Yeah.
Cool branding and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know if people care there,
No.
I'm sure, they definitely have fans. Every team has fans.
Every team has fans.
But do people really care about the Kraken that much?
I know I don't.
What?
But I'm new to NHL.
If I was god of moving teams around in sports, I would get rid of the Kraken, but I'd give you back the Sonics. You know what I mean?
Right. You would move things around. That's how I would do too. I'd be I'd bring back the Expos if we got rid of the Rockies.
I would, if I was truly had this power, I'd just start moving things around. The Expos would be back. The Nordiques would be back. But somehow we'd still have fewer teams because I think there's too many in almost every sport except the NFL. I think is the right amount.
How many teams are in the NFL?
32.
32 teams. Yeah, okay.
32.
So Major League Baseball has less teams than the NFL.
Yeah. The NHL has 32. I think that's too many. NFL 32, that's exactly right. And then NBA and baseball have 30, which is too many.
Too many.
Because there's too many bad teams.
Pretty sure both of those leagues are planning to expand.
They definitely are, which is wrong. Definitely. An astrophysicist who previously worked at the Pentagon is asking for presidential immunity.
Oh.
So that he can reveal the truth about aliens. 8772-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. Dr. Eric Davis claims that he can confirm he claims that the government has information which can confirm the existence of extraterrestrial life found in wrecked UFOs, including at least 4 distinct species.
4
distinct species of alien races. He specifically points them out as the Greys, the Nordics, a race of insectoids, which look like human-sized praying mantises.
Oh, no.
And a species called the reptilians due to their humanoid, lizard-like appearance.
Oh, the lizard people are real.
Yes. He shared this on an interview with News Nation's show Katie Pavlich Tonight.
I've heard of Katie Pavlich.
He recently appeared on the show to describe these different alien races. He says the Greys are similar to the aliens in the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay.
The Nordics are the most human-like. He said they're like extremely tall Scandinavians with blonde hair. So Erling Haaland is an alien. The insectoids, I mean, that's Zorak from Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
It's for Evolution.
Yeah.
You know, the movie Evolution.
Right. I'm thinking, Allie, what are the odds? Not only that they're aliens, but that we basically accurately predicted what aliens look like.
And depicted them in film.
Yes. What are the actual odds of those stars aligning?
I mean, if you would have told me that Erling was an alien, I think I could buy it.
Yeah.
He's an alien, or at least half alien. He's a half breed. Half human, half Nordic alien.
I think that's definitely a possibility.
Sure.
What's next? Is there an alien that's a very tall Frenchman that plays in the NBA? Is that, I mean, he said there's at least 4. Maybe that's number 5.
Yeah. He says that there's bodies. The U.S. is hiding the bodies.
He knows where the bodies are buried, is what he's saying. And so he's literally asking President Trump, in the interview, he addressed President Trump saying that he's asking for immunity so that he can, he says, Mr. President, with your signature, you could waive the SF-312 NDA to protect UAP whistleblowers like myself. I respectfully request that you take swift and decisive action, as the nature of UAP should not be kept deeply classified.
Honestly, I kind of hope this guy does get like immunity or whatever, just so we could hear more of these crazy stories.
I know. What if he's saying there's 4 races of aliens and they all look like aliens from movies that we've already seen? What else? What is he not saying?
Yeah, what else? What is like if this is the least bad that you can share and you're not worried about any repercussions, what more is there that you're afraid to share?
Exactly. Or what are the odds that he actually wants immunity because he committed some other crime?
Maybe. Good thoughts.
Is that a possibility?
It's certainly on the table.
And after he's like, actually, I don't really have that much more to say about aliens, but I did murder a man. And now I can get away with it.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
But you wouldn't admit it, right? You wouldn't say that.
I mean, after you have immunity, why not, I guess?
Can they revoke it, though? Can the president take it away?
Can you revoke immunity?
I mean, the president that issued it?
the next president can't, right? Like, once you get immunity, you just get immunity. But could President Trump
could the president that,
could he
gave
revoke
it,
immunity?
Could he be like, I take it back? No immunity for you.
We should look that up. I don't feel like that's something that's happened before.
I feel like it should be not legal to do that, but maybe it is.
To revoke immunity?
Yeah, because it feels like a potential repercussion.
Yeah.
And the whole point is so that, there wouldn't be repercussions so that they do talk.
Immunity is not supposed to be preemptive, right? Like, you're not supposed to, you don't get immunity and then that means going forward you can do any crimes.
Yes.
It's just you have immunity from your previous crimes.
I think that's right. Yeah, because that would be ridiculous. Like, if you have been given immunity for something in the past and now you can just go commit the purge.
Yeah.
You know, like, no.
Well, this took a very different turn.
A very dark turn.
Anyways, there's aliens.
There's aliens, according to Eric Davis.
And Erling Haaland is one of them.
Yeah.
Radio U, where music is going, 8772 Radio U, or the talkback button in the Radio U app. Let us know your pick for today's Would You Rather Wednesday question of the day. Would you rather have a roommate who turns out to be your best friend in college, but you both barely passed your classes, or a roommate who you secretly hate, but both of you graduate with honors?
Yeah.
8772 Radio U, or the talkback button in the Radio U app.
We heard from Regina. She says, I personally have always highly valued my grades, so I guess I'm going with a roommate that I cannot stand.
Wow, okay. We heard from Jordan, who says, I heard barely pass. So you're saying I'd pass. Easy, most one-sided would you rather.
I mean, fair enough. We also heard from Josh. He says, it's a simple question, Doctor. SNL reference. Best friend, barely passed.
Simple question, Doctor. The moon was chased. What did he say?
He said barely.
I was distracted.
Yeah, he said best friend, barely passed.
Okay. William says, I would choose best friend for life with nearly passing school because after a certain point, I believe your GPA doesn't really matter as much as people think if you're not going for a prestigious degree like doctor or something high profile like that. Now you have a best friend that is someone other than your spouse. Way more fun.
We also heard from Mark. He said, easy decision. C's get degrees.
Yes.
Give me a real friend over a GPA any day.
Okay. I'm with almost everybody except Regina here, I guess. I'm picking the barely passed best friend. It's harder to find a best friend than it is to find a job with a bad GPA.
It's true. Also, the reason you might be hating your friend, your roommate in college is because you're in the honors program. I mean, the people I knew that were in the honors program were stressed out, let me tell you. So I had zero desire to be an honors student. I mean, while it is cool to graduate summa cum laude, whatever, but like I didn't think that was the most important thing for me because there has not been one job that has asked me for my GPA.
Yeah.
Not one interview. Now, I made the dean's list. I didn't barely pass. I was at least, I was an adequate student. But I found really, really lifelong friends in college.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a huge aspect of college that if that was entirely missing, it would have changed the experience for me. It would have made it horrible, honestly.
Yeah. I think, like I said, it's harder to find best friends than it is to find, to get what you would get with a great degree in, honors and whatever.
Yeah.
I think William said, once you graduate, I don't think many people care.
People don't care. I mean, you have the degree.
That's what matters.
Yeah, you have the degree. You were able to graduate, and so you have the bachelor's degree. That's really all that matters.
There's some certain specific instances where I'm sure it makes a difference, but I don't know what those are. If you're trying to get in graduate school, I'd be doing.
Right.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, like most people aren't going to be trying to get into graduate school, and if you are, then you are going to be the person that's going to try to get the honors, program or whatever. So I feel like for most of us, it's the C's get degrees mentality that Mark talked about.
We're talking about lifelong going forward, but even if you just if you boil it down to the 4 years, isn't having a really bad roommate going to stress you out way more than barely scraping by in your classes?
Yes, absolutely. I think, I will say though, I had friends that were barely passing and they were stressed. Because, you're barely passing. Sometimes you'd have to retake classes or whatever. Because you do need to get, for like certain, let's say your major classes, you can't get like below a certain grade.
Right.
Or else you need to retake it. And so I did have friends that were struggling through school and they did get stressed from that. So there's stress on both sides. But I would much rather, still pass and have like the lifelong friend.
Yeah. And I just imagine your apartment, your dorm or whatever is supposed to be, that's your peace, that's your
safe
rest.
Haven.
And you come back and it's like, oh, great, this guy. I have to, how could you even rest?
Yeah, you couldn't.
We also heard from Kenny who says, best friend, jobs just want you to have a degree, don't care about your GPA.
It's true.
I think in most cases, that is definitely true.
Yeah.
How do you explain me being here? So I got a great grade. The next time you go to Outback Steakhouse, it might be a little different.
Oh.
8772 Radio U or the talkback button of the Radio U app. Allie, do your best Australian impression.
Oh. Oh, gosh. Could have put some shrimp on the bobby.
Wow.
I can't do it.
You would never make it at Outback.
We've already learned this. I cannot do accents.
Outback Steakhouse is evidently overhauling just a lot of their outfits, including the outfit.
Oh, yeah?
Some workers have been on TikTok and other social media showing off the new uniforms that they are now supposed to wear.
Okay.
Some seem pretty pleased with them.
Okay.
Others definitely have complaints. Anytime something changes,
yeah,
there's
we saw that with like Starbucks or whatever.
Yeah, or the Instagram logo. Just anytime something changes.
Any change will come with people complaining.
Yeah. So I'm not going to get too caught up in the outfits, but what I am interested in is two things that are basically how they will present to you as a customer.
Okay.
One, some workers are pretty annoyed about is they're now supposed to do this thing called an Aussie rock-up.
What?
Or maybe I'm not saying that right. An Aussie. God, I don't want to get confused with like Ozzy Osbourne or something.
Yeah.
It's an Aussie rock-up where somebody from the staff is supposed to yell out to the restaurant about a drink sample.
Okay.
So I guess they're just giving away, like you're allowed to sample a drink, okay? So they're supposed to announce that and then lead everybody in a chant where they go the Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi chant.
Yeah.
And try to get the whole restaurant to do that.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's, okay.
I do feel pretty bad for the employees that have to go ahead and do that.
Yes. Because also, like, if you don't fully go into it, like, with your whole heart and chest, like, it's going to come off as really lame.
That's literally somebody complaining on Reddit that has had to, be testing this out, said to have to scream out to the whole restaurant, this whole thing, and then be told I didn't do it well enough by my manager and forced to do it again. I don't know. This is kind of ridiculous. They say.
Yeah.
That can really crush your soul.
That's not great to hear.
And I'm thinking, too, if it's like a slow night and there's only a few people and you still have to go out there and
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Yeah, 3 people are like,
oi, oi, oi.
That's going to be tough. But this might be my biggest bugaboo of why I do not want to go. That they are asking the employees, also the waiters and waitresses, to have to kneel, pull up a chair, or sit at the table with guests to like get their orders and stuff. You ever had a server do that?
Kneel at the table?
Yeah, you ever have them kneel down at the table to get on eye level with you like that?
No.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that some restaurants, I don't know if they do or just like some servers did that and they thought it was like a cool idea, but
wow, I've never experienced that at all.
Or pull up a chair and sit with you while they're getting to, I mean, I guess it's supposed to make them seem, like extra friendly and whatever and be like, it's not like a hierarchy kind of thing, but it also is like chill out,
Yeah, but I could see like if I was like single still. And let's say this was like a hot waiter. I wouldn't be mad about it.
But it's never that.
It's probably never going to be that. No, but I'm just saying in that one circumstance, I wouldn't be upset about them like trying to sit at the table for a little bit.
Okay.
In that one circumstance.
Yeah. Okay. But that's very specific.
That is very specific. I don't know any other circumstance where I would be welcoming this type of behavior.
Yeah, but they're encouraged to do this. I'm with you. Like, this is going to make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would get uncomfortable with the chanting and I would get uncomfortable with the person sitting at my table. I'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah, well, it's one thing if you go to TR and they get the saddle out and it's somebody's birthday and they're trying to get everybody to sing, but there's a reason for that.
Yes.
If they're just trying to get me into a chant because they have a drink sample. Again, like, chill out. Yeah, we're not your friends, Outback.
Yeah, there's no need to get that extra.
You're pulling up a seat at my table and you're getting me to do a chant. We're not friends.
Sounds like you can cover the tab then.
The Taylor Swift haters are going to get a bunch of ammo out of this one out.
Oh, yeah? What's happening?
Apparently, she's actually killing people.
What?
According to this new... She's a killer, according to this new study.
She's got bad blood.
That's been published in the medical journal JAMA Network Open. This was published earlier this week. That has found a major correlation between major album releases, such as Taylor Swift's Tortured Poets Department, as well as albums by Drake, Bad Bunny, Kendrick Lamar, Harry Styles, Kanye West, like some of the biggest streaming releases of all time.
Yeah.
There's a big correlation between the day those are released and fatal car crashes.
Fatal car crashes.
Yes. Fatal car crashes go up on the days when there is a massive streaming album release.
Because people are focused on, like, listening to the album?
Yes, while driving.
Why would that hamper people from driving properly?
Okay, first of all, I was like, are we sure about this? Because maybe it's just streaming releases. New albums are always on Friday. That's why I have New Music Friday here on Radio U. So I was like, is it just because Fridays there's more fatal crashes? But they controlled for that.
They controlled for that problem.
And so these days where these major releases came out, there was more fatal car crashes on those days specifically. There was also more fatal car crashes involving sober individuals and individuals who, or where the weather was fine. So weather wasn't necessarily a factor either. Also, though, and this is a key, the fatal car crashes also included more people that were driving alone in their vehicle.
They're just crying listening to Taylor Swift and they crash. They literally crash out.
They cried themselves to death. No. Allie, it's because people are trying to stream the album, and so they're looking at their phone to like put the album on, I guess, while driving to such a degree that it's causing them to get into fatal car crashes at an abnormally high rate when a big album comes out.
Dude, set it up before you start driving. It's a whole album, and like, wasn't the Poets Department album like super long?
It was pretty long,
yeah. So like you could set it up to just play through the album right before you start the drive.
Yeah.
You don't need to be playing on your phone.
Maybe there was one song I was on, it was really good, and then you wanted to repeat it. And so you're like, that was so good. I need to put that on again.
These all must be really old cars then, because most cars now have the little back button. Just hit the back button and it'll play the song again.
I think you might be overestimating. I mean, first of all, this is data going back to 2017.
Okay.
Between 2017 and 2022.
Okay.
So, I mean, going back, that's almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Going back, most people didn't have like cars that were all connected with Bluetooth and everything back then.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have aux port or whatever.
Yeah, so you'd have to look at your phone.
You might have to look at your phone. But a lot of, cars have had those functions for a long time. But either way.
Perhaps even pressing that button.
Was a distraction enough?
Is a distraction enough to kill you.
I still think I'm going with the theory that you were tortured so much you're crying your eyes out and then you crash your car.
Okay, all right. I think it's the phones.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers.
It's the phone, but yeah.
The specific numbers are there was an average of 139 fatal car crashes on album release days of the like major releases they counted. There was only 121 on average on non-album days.
So it only made like a
that's 18
death difference
per day, but that is, when you think about the percentage of that, that's a pretty drastic difference.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if I necessarily
like a 10% increase, a 20% increase.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to say that it's like that dramatic, though.
I mean, they controlled for a lot of things.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty significant.
I mean, fair. The distracted driving thing is a problem. That's why there's laws against it now.
Don't look at your phone. In fact, just put on Radio U, no matter what day it is, and just leave it playing.
Just leave it alone.
And never look at your phone again.
Not again, but just don't look at your phone while you're driving.
K-pop Demon Hunters is getting sued.
Oh?
By Demon Hunter.
Whoa!
Can you sue a cartoon?
Stop the presses.
8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. This is actually happening. Netflix actually is getting sued, as well as Netflix Studios and live events promoter AEG Presents by Demon Hunter or their corporation Hyde Lane. Basically claiming that that K-pop Demon Hunters is a trademark infringement, a false designation of origin, and unfair competition in regards to Demon Hunter, the band.
The thought has come to mind because anytime I Google Demon Hunter, the first thing to come up now is obviously K-pop Demon Hunters.
Right. You must have meant K-pop Demon Hunters.
Exactly.
The worldwide sensation.
Exactly. It's way, way bigger in like search volume than people searching for Demon Hunter, unfortunately. And so I kind of had this thought of like, is there some confusion or something like that? Did I anticipate a lawsuit? I did not.
Is there some confusion? Oh, I think there is. Because Demon Hunter in this lawsuit put forth an example of an individual who had emailed Demon Hunter, the band.
Okay.
Saying they had spent $500 on top-tier tickets to a show in Albany, New York, thinking that they'd be going to a K-pop Demon Hunter show with their 5- and 6-year-old children, only to later realize that it was Demon Hunter the band, their show, which has nothing to do, of course, with K-pop Demon Hunters. They said in the email, is there any way to refund me or get a credit or something? If I don't get it refunded, I will not be able to purchase tickets to the actual K-pop Demon Hunters show.
Yeah, don't have an extra $500 laying around for the tickets that I wanted for real.
Unfortunately for them. So it's definitely a mistake that, at least in one instance, could be made. And so here's my question. What does Demon Hunter want Netflix to do?
What do they want in return for this lawsuit?
Well, I can tell you. They are demanding a jury trial and asking the court to restore what it describes as the rightful interest in the Demon Hunter trademark, because the band does have a Demon Hunter trademark.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time.
They are demanding that Netflix be prevented from using the K-pop Demon Hunters name, and are asking for restitution and treble damages, whatever that means.
Wow. Oh, yeah, treble. That's singing.
So here's what I think. I think Demon Hunter, the band, might... there's two ways this could go. One, Netflix uses every legal kind of stall tactic they can to make Demon Hunter have to spend more money until they drop it. Or Netflix is like, fine, let us keep using this because we're going to keep using it. And here's some money. Maybe Demon Hunter gets a little payout.
We have a sequel planned and all of this. Yeah. I mean, the movie became the biggest film out of nowhere.
And I think the problem is that K-pop Demon Hunters is like a tour.
Yeah, because they have the singing.
If you have the Demon Hunter trademark, but that applies to like your band, that's different than a movie, a cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Like those are completely separate areas of trademark, right?
Yeah.
So
I would think so
too. So I think the problem is that they were touring with this.
Right. I doubt Demon Hunter would have pursued this if this hadn't have happened, where somebody reached out and was like, I bought tickets for your concert. I don't buy tickets for this concert.
Once they got that email, they're like, this is the proof we need.
I mean, most of the time, like these lawsuits, they say that this will cause confusion, but they really rarely give an example of it. But this is an actual example of a confused customer actually buying tickets for the wrong concert and spending a big amount on them, $500.
You'd think they would be a little more careful before they clicked checkout.
Yes.
Spending $500.
I definitely would hope so. But if you had no idea that there was anybody else, any other band, any other act with the name Demon Hunter, maybe you wouldn't be as careful. Who knows?
Yeah. So what do you think? Who should win this lawsuit? Demon Hunter or K-pop Demon Hunters? Welp, it happened again. That's what an ODOT spokesperson said in a social media post yesterday, or Monday afternoon. Monday afternoon is when the event happened. ODOT, the Ohio Department of Transportation.
Yes.
What happened again? A person stopping in their car on a busy highway because they weren't sure where their exit was. And similar to an incident that happened earlier this year, also in Columbus on Interstate 71.
I was going to say, this happened just on 71.
This was a similar incident. Car stops, not sure where their exit is. The car itself that stops is not the car that gets in the accident. It's two cars that subsequently stop to avoid hitting this first car. They get into an accident. There's several other close calls. And of course, the driver of the car that just randomly stops.
Gets away.
Drives away.
Yeah.
Scot-free without any incident affecting them personally.
Yeah.
What is, I guess, ironic potentially is that the driver of the car who crashed into the white van ahead of it, which again, neither were the ones that randomly stopped.
Yeah.
That driver was cited for operating without a license and assured clear distance ahead. So they also...
I mean, they definitely, like, looking at the accident, obviously it's the fault of the person that stopped.
Yeah.
But, like, looking at the accident, the person that did crash into the van had plenty of time to get out of the way and just, like, was distracted or not paying attention.
They were probably listening to Tortured Poets.
Yeah, they were listening to Taylor Swift. They were listening to Harry's House.
And they were crying, and so they were distracted.
Because there's, like, a truck, like a tanker truck that's able to get out of the way in time.
Yeah.
So this could have been way, way worse, though. Why do people just sit there? Like, there is an exit. There is a plenty of shoulder that this person could have gotten off on. Why? Why?
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
We can, by the way, send you this video if you text the word Ohio to 8772 Radio U. And the Ohio Department of Transportation reminds drivers, if you miss your exit, just go to the next exit, especially if you're in a town, if you're in a city, you're in Columbus.
There's so many exits.
It's not like you're driving through the middle of nowhere and it might be 5 miles before your next exit.
But even if it is, you still have to keep going.
Yes, that's still better than just stopping on a highway. You cannot do it.
I just don't understand the logic of it. My little cousin Carson just had to take his temporary, driver's license, his temp test. And one of the questions on the temp test is this question.
When should you stop on the highway?
Well, no. Basically, when should you stop is it ever okay to stop on the highway was kind of the question. But it's like, if you miss your exit, it gave him several options of like, what should you do? And like, one of the options was stop and back up. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah, this person somehow passed that driving test. Or maybe not. We don't know. They could
be driving without a license.
Already one person involved that didn't have their license. So maybe this person didn't as well.
Apparently did they find the last guy that did it?
It doesn't say here in the news story, but I think I remember they did eventually find who it was. But it does say that in that previous incident on 71, one of the other drivers had their license suspended.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people driving in Columbus that shouldn't be.
This is my main takeaway from this to me. Some people say, I hate when there's bad weather because people forget how to drive. And I say, they didn't forget. They didn't know in the first
exactly.
place.
You should know how to drive whatever the weather is.
Yeah.
And all this tells me is that there's a lot of people driving that really shouldn't be.
Yeah. I can't wait for driverless cars. Come on, Waymo.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.